heading over to Netflix, where Keira Knightley is on board to lead the film adaptation of Ruth Ware's best-selling novel, The Woman in Cabin 10,
Mm.
at Netflix. And what marks one of Dan Lynn's first green lights as the new film chief at the streamer. The Woman in the Cabin 10 follows a travel journalist, played by Knightley, assigned to cover the launch of a luxury yacht. Now, when she witnesses a passenger being tossed overboard in the dead of the night, no
Oh,
one believes her story, as all on the ship have been accounted for. Now, Dodgety, she searches for answers, putting her own life in danger as the boat barrels through its desolate North Sea. That sounds very interesting, man.
shit.
I mean, I love Keira Knightley.
Me too, man. I'm all in on that one. That sounds intense. You know who else everybody loves? Lacey Chabert. Yep, you know
Yeah.
her. You love her. Hallmark movies. Claudia from Party of Five. Little tiny Claudia. Yes, she's all grown up, as you guys know. And she's starring in another Christmas film, but this time not for Hallmark. This time it's going to be for Netflix, y'all. The actor, best known, of course, for her role in Mean Girls, Party of Five, and over 30 Hallmark films, will lead Hot Frosty for the streamer. The film will also star Dustin Milligan, Joe Lo Truglio, Craig Robinson, Katie Mixon, Lauren Holly, and Chriselle Stoss. Now, the film's official logline reads, 2 years after losing her husband, Kathy magically brings a handsome snowman to life. Okay. Through his
Interesting.
naivety, the snowman helps Kathy to laugh, feel, and love again as the two fall for each other just in time for the holidays and before he melts. Hot Frosty joins Netflix's 2024 holiday slate, which includes the Lindsay Lohan star Our Little Secret and Meet Me Next Christmas starring Christina Milan. Now, Chabert is next set to star in Hallmark's The Christmas Quest alongside Christopher Pola and in the channel's unscripted series Celebrations with Lacey Chabert, in which Chabert and her team plan a surprise party to give back to folks who make an impact on their communities. Wow, she's killing it, man. She's getting it done.
Surely seems that way, right? Surely seems that way. Well, Netflix released a first look at Running Point, Mindy Kaling's upcoming comedy series starring Kate Hudson. Per the official logline, when a scandal forces her brother to resign, Isla Gordon, who's played by Hudson, is appointed president of the Los Angeles Waves, one of the most storied professional basketball franchises, and her family business. Now, ambitious and often overlooked, Isla will have to prove to her skeptical brothers, the board, and larger sports community that she was right for this job, especially in the unpredictable male dominated world of sports. So not only has she just started her new singing career, but she's also still acting.
Yeah.
So she's a busy woman, man. Busy woman.
She's following in her mama's footsteps. She's getting it done. Hey, we know Tim McGraw talks about riding a bull in Live Like You Were Dying, right? Well, apparently now he's going to really do it. Tim is headed over to Netflix and adding to his acting resume with a new drama. McGraw will star in the Untitled series, which is set in the world of competitive bull riding. The official logline for this series states that it follows a megastar champion, played by McGraw, facing a life or death crossroads when confronted by the arrival of a fearless young rider whose existence challenges his ways and unearths secrets that force him to reckon with his past. Now, in addition to being one of the top country musicians of all time, McGraw has actually quite a bit of acting experience. Most recently, he starred in the Yellowstone prequel series 1883, as well as a cameo appearance in 2 episodes of Yellowstone itself. Prior to that, he appeared in films like The Blind Side, Country Strong, Tomorrowland, Friday Night Lights, Four Christmases, and The Kingdom. And he's really good. If you guys haven't caught anything that he's in, he's actually a really good fucking actor. So you might want to check this series out. I'm kind of excited for it.
Yeah, for sure, for sure. Well, I know some people are excited for this, some people are not. It's very mixed reviews.
Yeah.
The beloved 1996 golf comedy Happy Gilmore is getting the sequel treatment from Netflix, with the original star Adam Sandler set to return. Now, Happy Gilmore made nearly $40 million at the worldwide box office back in 1996, helping cement Sandler as one of the biggest comedy stars of the decade. And I mean, I think he's just following the Hollywood mold of going back to successful IP. So we'll see how it goes.
Yeah, I just, and this is going to be weird for me to say this because I say all the time that I feel like he just makes the same movie over and over and just with a different named character. But this one, I really do feel like this one is a classic that maybe you shouldn't touch. right?
Yeah.
Out of all of his movies, I loved Happy Gilmore. I just don't think you should touch this one, but I guess we're going to find out if it's worth it.
Right.
Hey, keeping busy. We told you about Will Ferrell, right, with Reese Witherspoon. Well, he's not the only thing he's doing. Will and Rami Youssef are also co-creating Golf, a comedy series at Netflix, with Ferrell also set to star in it. Now, Josh Rabinowitz also serves as co-creator. Ferrell will play a fictional golf legend in the 10-episode series. Youssef will appear on screen in the series, but details regarding his character are being kept under wraps. Will Ferrell is a golf legend? Okay, I'm in. It'll be funny.
I know. It sounds like it'll be
Oh,
funny.
yeah.
It really will. Something else that may or may not be funny. It'll be interesting to see how many people actually tune into it. Ellen DeGeneres, she's returning to Netflix for her final stand-up special. 6 years after her last comedy hour, Relatable, the special, which marks her second for Netflix, will arrive later in 2024. Now, it will be produced by Ben Winston and Fruwell73. Now, in addition to the special, DeGeneres will also kick off a multi-city stand-up tour on June 19th in San Diego. Now, before DeGeneres hosted her Emmy-winning talk show, she was known for her prolific stand-up comedy career, hosting the Oscars, Emmys, and Grammys, and creating and hosting the Ellen's Game of Games show. So it'll be very interesting, and I've heard she's going to talk about it. She's going to talk about the outing and all that stuff.
Yep.
So I'm curious.
Yep. She makes a joke about it. She says, yes, I'm going to talk about it. Is Portia, but it's not. She is talking about what happened to her on her show. So that should be interesting. I bet she's got a lot to say. That's all I'm saying. This is going to be interesting, too. Trinity herself, Carrie Ann Moss, is joining Arnold in an action comedy series, Fubar Season 2, as a former East German spy who has a passionate history with Schwarzenegger's CIA operative. Now, Moss joins the returning cast of Fubar, which also includes, of course, Schwarzenegger, Monica Barbaro, Fortune Feinster, Travis Van Winkle. Is that a real name? Wow. Jay Baruso, Aparna Brielle, Andy Buckley, Milan Carter, Fabiana Undino, and Barbara Eve Harris. Thank you, Barbara, for having a nice name to pronounce. In Season 2 of Fubar, Schwarzenegger reprises his role as Luke Bruner, a veteran CIA operative who, until recently, was on the verge of retirement. After his last mission in saving another operative who just so happened to be his daughter, he's back and face-to-face with new villains. This one is an old flame from Luke's past who threatens to destroy the world if she doesn't destroy his life first. The Schwarzenegger starring Fubar debuted its first season, of course, on Netflix back in May of 2023. The streamer was quick to order a Season 2, the renewal of that same month. Okay.
I know, right? It's very interesting.